Welcome back to my channel. I'm James. Today I've got a brand new exciting episode in my very popular video series, Top Upcoming 4K Ultra HD Blu Ray Releases, Big Movie Announcements and Reveals, Collector's Film Chat number 20. This is the 20th episode in this video series. It's a blast. I have a blast making these. I have a blast sharing all this information I get from the studios, hearing from all of you what you guys are excited for, you guys and gals. I'd love to hear from all of you about how much you enjoy all of these massive announcements that are coming out on physical media. And in this video series, I always share that studio insider information that I get sent to me from studios. I let you know about what's coming out, what big announcements and reveals there are, and I've done a lot of these previously, obviously this being number 20. And I always pick up right after the last episode. So the last one ended on December 5th. So if you want to check out the previous episode in this video series, I cover all the previous announcements. You can go back and watch all 20 previous episodes for any announcements you've missed out on. There's a ton of them that are coming out that have previously come out that maybe you weren't aware of. You'll want to check out all the videos in this previous video series so that way you know about things that maybe you weren't aware on 4K or on Blu-ray. There's big TV series and big movie announcements. So make sure to check out the previous videos. Now, any of these in this video series that you want to pre-order or buy, I've done all of the work for all of you and included those direct Amazon sale links right down there as a pinned comment in the comment section right below. Those never cost you, the viewer, even a penny extra when you click on them. But they're important to this channel because when you click on those, they do help to support the creation of these videos. That's how I can continue to create these videos. So make sure if you're wanting to buy or pre-order any of these releases, always click on those Amazon sale links down there below. Now, starting off on December 12th, we've got a big date coming out here. Now, in the last video, we didn't move too much past the December date because there was so many announcements. I think there's like 30 on the same day and date in the last video. It's a massive day and date here again on December 12th. We're getting John Woo's Face Off from 1997. Now, Kino Lorber announced this last Christmas, actually last year, and it took a year for this to get completed. This is being sent early for review. I'll get that in, hopefully get to dive into and analyze it before the release date. This is a massive release that I'm hugely excited for. I am a huge Face Off fan. I love Nicolas Cage in it. His over-the-top performance is just wonderful. I love him as an actor. I really love him in The Rock and all those films from the 90s that he was in. Every one of those deserves to be on 4K. Thankfully, we're getting Face Off, which is great. I really enjoy the film. And it's getting a brand new 4K scan of the original 35mm camera negative. It's going to have Dolby Vision and HDR10 with brand new color grading and master, and it is going to be a native 4K. This is one, as I said, I'll be getting in for review, and I'm hugely excited to check out because I love it as an action film from the 90s that to this day I watch a ton. Now, continuing same day and date, we're getting The Mandalorian, both Season 1 and Season 2, finally on 4K Ultra HD and limited edition collector steelbook sets. Now, I previously reviewed the quality of Loki. If you have not checked out that review, you need to go check that out right now. That review shows you the difference between Disney Plus streaming version of Loki and the new collector's limited edition 4K set of Season 1 of Loki. Now, in that review, I talked about that if Disney can keep the quality going like they did with Loki, we will be in for a massive treat with The Mandalorian. I love The Mandalorian as a Star Wars sci-fi series, even on its own thing. If you've never seen any of the previous Star Wars, The Mandalorian holds up as a very engaging and entertaining TV series. My family loves the series. We were thrilled when Disney shared the announcement, and I shared it many months ago. I actually did a special video that I filmed at the parks that Disney helped with. I was very excited to do that and to share that with all of you from Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. And I can tell you in that video, I announced a bunch of other big announcements that Disney is working on. This is one of those that I'm hoping they keep the quality just like they did with Loki. Now, for The Mandalorian, it's going to have a native 4K transfer with HDR10 and Dolby Atmos. Again, that Dolby Atmos, I am really hoping it's as good as Loki's, because for The Mandalorian, there is a massive amount of things they can use the hype channels for that will really make it an immersive experience. So can't tell you how excited I am for this. This is one of the biggest announcements and biggest releases that I'm excited for here towards the end of the year. Because man, The Mandalorian can look outstanding. If it's even as good as the Loki is versus the streaming service, this is gonna blow away Disney Plus's streaming version, both image and sound quality. So I'm hugely excited to check this out, but keep this in mind. This is a limited edition 4K release. As I shared previously, there is numerous retailers that are sold out of some of the previous announcements, like the Loki ones. Some of the retailers are sold out of that. Some of them have it still in stock, and I'll post the direct Amazon pre-order links down there below for The Mandalorian. Just keep in mind, I don't know how many are printed. Disney's very tight-lipped on that. They won't tell us how many are printed of them. They just said they are very limited and they will not be printed again. Once they sell out, they sell out. They are going to be gone. So don't wait long if you're wanting to pre-order or buy this so that you don't miss out. I put that direct Amazon pre-order links right down there below. Continuing the same day and date, we're getting Clue from 1985. Now, this is getting a brand new 4K scan of the original camera negative with brand new Dolby Vision and HDR10 color grading and master to produce its native 4K image. Now, I can tell you they are doing the 4 alternate endings. That'll be included in it as well on the 4K is my understanding. So the nice thing is, it should be pretty cool because you get those different endings for the Clue movie, which always made it really entertaining and unique because they on purpose had multiple endings just like the board game itself. So that's one I'm excited to check out. Another massive release we're getting from Disney and 20th Century Fox is The Creator. Now this is Gareth Edwards' epic sci-fi film that just came out here in 2023. Now if you know anything about Gareth Edwards, he did Rogue One, which is one of my personal favorite modern Star Wars films of all time. Rogue One is wonderful. If you haven't checked that film out yet, you really need to check out that, and the 4K release is pretty darn good as well. And I will tell you that is one of those that I am excited to check out this film. I did not get to see this in cinemas, and I can tell you it's got a native 4K transfer with HDR10 and Dolby Atmos on this release. So again, if Disney keeps up its quality like it's been doing this year, we could be in for a massive, beautiful visual quality and immersive audio experience with that Dolby Atmos. So this is one I'm very excited that they announced that's coming out on 4K. Now, if you haven't done so yet, make sure to give this video a like and a thumbs up for me. Hit that subscribe button and the bell notification. That way you never miss out on any of these videos here on my YouTube channel. Next up, we're getting Walter Hill's The Warriors from 1979. And this is coming in a limited edition Arrow Video box set. Now I can tell you I've reviewed dozens of these previous limited edition releases from Arrow Video. I really look forward to them. I really enjoy collecting them. Heck, they're over there on that shelf over there. I line them up and I love how they look on the collector's sets, lined up all next to each other with the big box sets. This is one of those that's been coming for a long time. I can tell you this is getting a brand new 4K restoration of both the theatrical cut and the 2005 alternative cut and version of the film approved by the original director himself, Walter Hill. And both cuts of the films are supposed to be native 4K with both Dolby Vision and HDR10, along with a brand new English Dolby Atmos audio mix. This is one of those massive announcements, massive releases that's coming out on 4K Ultra HD. I'm hugely excited to check this out and dive into this because man, it is one of those cult classic 1979 films that is really well done. It really holds up well today. If you haven't checked it out yet, it's one of those films that really, no matter how many times you watch it, you sit back and you say, man, that's a slick and enjoyable film from beginning to end. The fact that they're doing it with a Dolby Atmos mix, I'm thrilled to check this out. But keep in mind, this is a limited edition box set. These will sell out. Every single limited edition box set that Arrow Video releases sells out. Then it goes to the aftermarket where people are selling them for ridiculous prices. So I tell every single one of you, these limited edition box sets, pre-order them through that link I posted down there below so you don't miss out on it. Because after so long, and I can't tell you how long it is, it just depends on how soon people buy it, it does sell out within a month. Sometimes 2 to 3 months after the release date at the longest, and then it's gone. Then you have to go to the aftermarket to try to buy it, and you pay ridiculously high prices for these limited edition box sets. So don't wait. Pre-order your copy so that way you don't miss out on this, because these do sell out. And this is a huge release. It's going to come with the book, the poster, the art cards, massive amount of stuff in this one that I am very excited to check out. Continuing same day and date, we're getting the brand new 2023 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. This is the computer CGI animated film. Didn't get to see this in cinemas. It is one of those, though, that I love the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles franchise. So I'm excited because there really hasn't been any of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles that I haven't enjoyed. They're all slightly different, even the live action ones. But I've enjoyed them each for their own thing, and I look at them as their own thing, just kind of giving a new spin on the characters. I'm excited to check this one out and see how it turns out, though I will tell you it comes in 2 editions. There's the standard 4K set, and then there's going to be the limited edition steelbook set. Now, depending on which one you want to pre-order or buy, I'll put both links for both editions down below. Now, I can tell you these are both going to have Dolby Vision and HDR10 transfers, along with English Dolby Atmos audio mixes. Very excited to check out that Atmos because, as I've explained, I am a massive Atmos fan. I love really immersive Dolby Atmos mixes. If you have not checked out my previous Atmos video, that is where I tested and reviewed numerous Atmos soundbars and compared them to the difference between a reference quality home Atmos theater setup. Now, my home Atmos theater setup versus any of my Atmos soundbars obviously blows away those soundbars. They just don't hold a candle to the massive height channel speakers and power you can get from those reference quality systems. You need to check out my how to get a Dolby Atmos home audio system setup video. That way you can get yourself one. Even if you start collecting pieces of that home audio system, that way you can get yourself set up so you can experience what Dolby Atmos truly has. Because I can tell you, if done right, Dolby Atmos really does change films. It immerses you in the films, you hear things all around you, and there's no way to really explain it to somebody until they've experienced a truly reference quality Dolby Atmos home setup with enough power. And the soundbars simply do not have it. They do not present really what you can hear with things going overhead and around you to the full force of what Dolby Atmos does. So that's a series you really want to check out after you get done watching this video. Now, continuing same day and date, we're getting Guillermo Del Toro's Pinocchio. This is the stop motion animated film that is really beautiful and is one of those I highly recommend everybody check out. I am a massive stop motion fan. If you haven't checked out any of the Leica 4K releases of their stop motion films, I did all of them as reviews here on this channel, but I love stop motion films. This is one of those that is coming from the Criterion collection. I am hugely excited for this. And it's coming with a new 4K master with Dolby Vision and HDR10 grading on it. And it's all being done and approved and supervised by the original director himself. So, if done right, this should be one of those that looks stunning. I'm hoping that this is one of those that Criterion gives it a massively high rough average bitrate. It's coming with a new English Dolby Atmos audio mix as well. So again, we're getting Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos in this native 4K. I'm excited to check this one out. I am, like I said, hugely excited for stop motion films, and Pinocchio was a great one that a lot of people missed out on seeing. Now, let me know, are you a big fan of stop motion films? Let me know what of these big announcements or reveals that you're excited for. I always love hearing from all of you. Share your excitement of what of these releases you're thrilled are coming out on 4K, what of these releases you're excited to get, and what of these you're going to pre-order. Start that conversation down there below. Continuing December 12th, again, you're probably catching the drift here that we have such a massive day here. That's why these videos are dedicated to how big these days at the end of the year are. But we're getting Weird, the Al Yankovic story. And this is coming out as a native 4K with Dolby Vision and HDR10 on it. And I can tell you this is one of those films that did surprise me. It's funny, it's got a good story in it, and it is one of those a lot of people didn't check out that I'm excited to check out this new 4K release. There was one in Australia. I didn't get it in for review. The studio did say they were going to send it to me for review and it never showed up. And I kind of just forgot about it. So I'm kind of excited that it's getting a US release now as a native 4K. So this is one of those I'll be excited to check out. Now, continuing December 12th, we're getting The Man from Nowhere. This is the 2010 South Korean action thriller mystery film. Now, this is one of those I am excited for because I have noticed Wellgo USA, which is actually the one releasing it, is doing a lot more of their catalog releases on 4K. This is one of those films, it's enjoyable, it's slick. I do recommend the film itself if you like a lot of these kind of like Hong Kong styled action thrillers. this is one of those that's coming out on 4K. Along with that, Well Go USA is releasing The Wailing. This is from 2016, kind of more a mystery film. And I can tell you this is coming with a brand new Dolby Vision HDR10 master and transfer, along with a brand new Dolby Atmos mix. I'm excited to check both of those out, but The Wailing is one of those, it's kind of a more under the radar kind of mystery thriller, but it is one of those I'm excited they're releasing more catalog releases. It is a very budget release. I think as of right now, posting the pre-order links, I think the pre-order link is only for around 16 bucks US dollars. So literally it's a budget 4K release. I like that because it gives us a way to try some of this stuff out without having it be like a $35, $40 release that you can kind of risk buying it, enjoy it, and you didn't spend $35, $40. So I'm excited those are getting released. Another big announcement is Suspect Zero from 2004. Now, this is a highly underrated and not watched film. A lot of people missed out on it. It got very poor reviews originally because a lot of people didn't understand it. I will say as time has gone on, it has gotten more and more of a cult status and cult following. It has grown to where more people have appreciated the film, what it was doing, the acting, and to me, I do enjoy it. Now, do I think it's amazing? No, but I do understand why it's gotten more of a cult following and more of a cult status, because it is an enjoyable film that I just think was misunderstood when it originally came out in theaters. Now, I can tell you for this 4K release, it's getting a brand new Dolby Vision and HDR10 master, and it is being sent to me for review. So I will get that in. I'll share with you my review score, my results, and testing analysis, so that it is one that's coming in for review. So if you haven't done so yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell notification. That way you're always notified right away when I release any of my advanced or early reviews. When stuff comes in from the studios early for review, I try to get those out even sometimes a week before the release date. That way you know the quality of these things. So make sure you're subscribed and that you've hit that bell notification. Now, another big announcement for one of the biggest horror movies of the entire year is Five Nights at Freddy's. Now, I just got this announcement from Universal Studios about 3 hours before I started making this video, so I added it to it. This one is coming out on December 12th. They moved the date forward at the last minute. Now it is coming out. This is the 2023, basically Five Nights at Freddy's, if you know anything about the series, film that came out. It was massive at the cinemas. It's still making massive money and doing an amazing job at the box office. I have not gotten to see the film yet. I am excited for it, and I am planning on getting it in. Now, this is getting a native 4K transfer, and it is going to have HDR10 on it, along with English Dolby Atmos. So this is one of those, I'm a big fan of these like type of horror films with robots and kind of more or less similar to a Nicolas Cage film that came out last year that I think was called Willy's, if I remember correctly, the title of it. It's very similar to that, but Five Nights at Freddy's obviously is a bigger franchise based on there's books, and there's a comic series, and there's a video game series, and I even think there was an animated TV series for a little bit, but I might be wrong on that. But literally, Five Nights at Freddy's is a big series. Well, this is the movie that was in theaters. It did a great job. So they are making sequels to it. My understanding is there's supposed to be 3 more sequels they're working on already. Massive announcement on December 12th. Continuing same day and date, we're getting School Daze from 1988. Now this is the 35th anniversary 4K restoration of the original camera negative. This is going to be a native 4K with both Dolby Vision and HDR10 on it, coming from Sony. This was kind of one of those last minute announcements that Sony just announced here like a week ago and threw into this date. Now they've been working on it obviously for a while. It's just they kind of pushed up the date, my understanding, to this December 12th, which is in a few weeks. So this is a big exciting one. Now it is going to be one of those more manufactured on demand ones. So there's only exclusive retailers like Amazon. That exclusive link I posted down there below, they're one of the only retailers that's going to be selling this. There's very few that sell these kind of like manufactured on demand because they're done by the retailers themselves working with the studios. I'll post that direct Amazon sale link that's exclusive down there below. Now, an announcement that more or less is exciting for me, and I know there's some fans out there that love stop motion. Sha The Sheep, that I previously reviewed the 4K stop motion release of the film in my Great Unknown video series. If you haven't checked out that and you want to know the quality of the 4K release of the movie of Sha The Sheep Farmageddon, this is Sha The Sheep, the complete series. This is getting completely remastered for Blu-ray for the first time ever. And it's going to be the complete series from 2007 to 2021. So seasons 1 through 6 of the complete stop-motion family comedy animated series. It's funny, I really enjoy it. As most of you know, I love stop motion. If you want to get the 4K release, which I suggest getting, it's a reference quality 4K Ultra HD release. I reviewed it in that previous video series. This is the series though, and I am excited for it. It's coming out on Blu-ray, but I understand that the series will never make it to 4K because of the quality of the original assets, so that's why it's being remastered for Blu-ray, and I'm okay with that. I love Blu-ray TV series, and I love complete series. This is one I'm very excited for. Now, moving ahead to December 19th. Finally, onto another date, right? We were so long on December 12th, but it's a good thing for physical media. As I said, it's not dying. We are in a massive resurgence, and we are getting hundreds and hundreds of titles. Heck, each day through December, I think I saw there was 35 announcements I made in each of these videos on each day and date. Wow, can you think of that? That's crazy. But we've got a massive day on December 19th here. We're getting JFK from 1991. This is the Oliver Stone classic. I love the film with Kevin Costner in it. It's a stone cold classic that everybody needs to see. Well, this is coming in actually a box set. And here's why. They did a brand new 4K scan of the original camera negative with a brand new Dolby Vision and HDR10 color grading and master. And this is going to be a native 4K, but here's what's unique. They're releasing that brand new 4K scan with that master of both cuts of the film. I am excited to check out both cuts. Now, here's my only hope though. I understand it's being worked on with Oliver Stone. Some previous Oliver Stone releases have been okay, but honestly, I don't like how he basically takes some of the film grain off on his releases. He does a lot of the work with the program Neat to remove a layer of the film grain. Now, he leaves some of it, but it's not all of it that should be present in it. I am hoping he leaves the natural detail and depth in this, so that way it does have more depth and detail than his previous releases have. Now, I enjoyed some of his previous releases. They're better than the previous Blu-rays, but honestly, they could have been even better than that in reference quality. So hopefully, he limits what he does with basically using the program Neat, taking off layers of the film grain. I do want him to leave the natural film grain so that way we get all that depth and detail that's present in it. Now, continuing December 19th, we're getting another exciting TV series release in Monk, the complete second season. I previously reviewed a full 3 weeks before the release date, Monk Season 1 on Blu-ray. If you have not checked out my previous Blu-ray review, you'll want to check it out. It's in that video series that a lot of people just didn't watch. I just don't understand if people didn't know what that video was about. But I talked about video games and what video games I was enjoying at the end of the video. But I did a ton of early reviews, in-depth analysis on 4Ks, and Blu-ray TV series that had gotten sent for review in that video series. If you have not checked that video series out yet, you're going to want to go watch that one after you get done with this. That new 4K scan they did in restoration for these Blu-rays, for a Blu-ray release, they've been very impressive. You want to check out my full review and analysis in that video series. It's available right now. It's actually been available. I think that was out almost a month ago by the time you're watching this. But the quality of what they're releasing for Monk is great. I'm really excited for Season 2. And I'll post the direct Amazon pre-order links for Season 1, 2, and 3 right down there below. All 3 of them are actually, well, 2 and 3 are pre-orders. 1's already available. They're not coming out in a box set. They're going to release every single one individually. So don't worry that if you buy them individually thinking, hey, I'm going to get a box set later on. Kino Lorber's doing them each individual seasons. So that way you can pre-order and buy them as they're releasing them. But I'll post those down below. Another big release on the same day and date is The Dead Zone. This is Stephen King's The Dead Zone film from 1983 with Christopher Walken in it. Great film. I have it on Blu-ray. I actually reviewed it many years ago on Blu-ray. And it looked good on the Blu-ray. I'll be curious to see how this new 4K scan and transfer of the OCN looks. Supposedly it's a brand new 2023 4K transfer of the OCN. That's a native 4K with both Dolby Vision and HDR10 color grading and master. Hopefully it's a big upgrade over the previous Blu-ray, so it warrants the upgrade and buying it, which some of them are and some of them aren't, but this one I am hoping it turns out well because I do really enjoy this Stephen King film. Another big release is Clive Barker's Underworld, aka Transmutations. Now this is another release that's being sent to me early for review. I'll get that in, dive into it, test and analyze it for you. It's like a horror, tongue-in-cheek, cult classic film. Clive Barker, this was more early on in his career. I love the cover artwork they're using on the slipcover. The slipcover is a limited edition, so that slipcover will go away eventually. And then you'll have the artwork that's underneath it. But I like that like purple, I don't know, fuchsia, all the colors mixed together. I really do like that bright colored cover artwork. Now, this is getting a brand new 4K scan of the original camera negative. It's going to be a native 4K and it's going to have a Dolby Vision HDR10 master. This one, if done right, should look pretty darn good. So I'll be excited to dive in and test that one out. Continuing December 19th, we're getting Pet Cemetery Bloodlines. This is another Stephen King adaptation on film. This is a sequel, kind of mixing things together from the Pet Cemetery films. Now, I previously reviewed an exclusive 4K versus Blu-ray image comparison review of Pet Cemetery. That's in the massive Paramount Presents basically horror box set that I did. I really enjoyed that box set. I got that in a few weeks early from Paramount for review. That has obviously the Sweeney Todd 4K, which at the time I wasn't allowed to share that it was Sweeney Todd. I had to be very specific in keeping that a secret. But I showed the exclusive image comparisons of Sweeney Todd in that Blu-ray box set. It is exclusive to that box set. Paramount shared that basically for now and for the time being, it's not going to be released separately. It's going to be in that box set, and that's why that is a limited edition set. That's the big thing of why it's such a collector set with the pins and everything else I talked about. If you haven't checked out that box set, you're going to want to check it out. It has Sweeney Todd, Pet Sematary, Smile, and a bunch of other really good like Crawl and horror films, Rosemary's Baby. But I really enjoyed that box set because some of those films I didn't own, and obviously it was really worth it, let alone for that Sweeney Todd, which was an amazing release on 4K. Now, talking about Avatar here, this is coming out on December 19th. I did previously reference this and announce it previously before when it was first shared with me. This time I kind of want to share a little bit about what I've heard since then. Now, they are basically brand new Dolby Vision 4K transfers. I got a lot of questions last time asking about this. It is a brand new 4K transfer. They have gone back and tinkered with it. There are things that basically they've determined they wanted to fix on the previous 4K release that I reviewed. If you haven't checked out that previous 4K release, I did do an exclusive 4K versus Blu-ray review before on the previous Avatar. So they are supposedly fixing some of the things that were complaints from the previous release. That is why this is getting brand new Dolby Vision, which was requested by James Cameron himself. So that's why it's getting Dolby Vision as opposed to HDR10 that was on the previous releases. And it's coming with all 3 cuts of the film for Avatar. So we're getting the extended cuts that were never released previously before on 4K. Now, the one I'm most excited for is the collector's extended cut, which is about 178 minutes versus the theatrical cut, which technically it's not theatrical as I explained before because they added a minute to it, but the theatrical with the added minute is 162 minutes. That's included on it as well. And then rounding out the final cut, we have the special edition cut, which is 170 minutes. So all 3 of those cuts are coming in this limited edition collector's box set of the original Avatar. So this is one of those that's a huge release I'm very excited for. I am double dipping. This one, it's not coming for review. I'm buying it on my own, double dipping to buy this one again. And I'm going to be buying Avatar The Way of Water. Same day and date, December 19th, we're getting Avatar The Way of Water. This one is coming with a brand new 8 hours of bonus special features and brand new deleted scenes that were never released previously on the previous 4K release. On top of that, not only are we getting that, but it's coming with that brand new Dolby Vision transfer. So again, if they do this correctly, and it is a big enough upgrade, hopefully they do what Sony does, where they go back and they increase the bit rate, they fix little things, any issues they had from the previous 4K release, I'm hoping really get ironed out. So this is the final and best version of the film. So there's no more triple dipping, quadruple dipping, that this is it. These transfers are the best versions of the films and they fixed all of the issues that I had with the previous Avatar release on 4K. I am very hopeful these are worth the money I spent because they are expensive. I will put all of the direct pre-order links for all of these as a pinned comment in the comment section right below. Now, rounding out December 19th, we're getting Columbo seasons 1 through 7. This has been pushed back now about 4 or 5 times. So I'm excited for this one. This is seasons 1 through season 7, which ran from 1968 to 2003. And these are getting a brand new 4K scan and restoration by Universal and being released on Blu-ray. I am very excited for this TV series. I love mystery TV series, comedy mystery TV series. I love Columbo. I reviewed the original Japanese Columbo Blu-ray release, which I already own. That's what I'll be comparing this new Blu-ray set to, as the previous Japanese complete series set, to let you know the quality between the two, if it's worth upgrading and buying to. This is one that's a huge release. Now, if you haven't checked out my Psych complete series Blu-ray release, I did an exclusive review on that where I compared that to the previous DVD releases. That's a great comedy mystery series. If you like Columbo, or you like Monk, or you like Murder, She Wrote, Diagnosis Murder, any of those, you will love Psych. It is a great comedy mystery TV series that I absolutely love, and that Blu-ray release was a stellar Blu-ray release from Universal. So make sure when you get done with this video to go check out that one as well. This was a massive day and date. December 19th was huge. December 12th was huge. Let me know in the comments down below what of these you're going to pre-order and buy now. Make sure to use those direct Amazon sale links I posted down there below. Those are very important. They never cost you, the viewer, a penny extra when you click on them, but they really do help to support the creation of these videos and help me to continue doing this for years to come. Those sale prices down there are on sale for the same price as everywhere, so it never costs you. But it does help this channel. If you want to help to support this channel and become a Collector's VIP Club member, you can join my Collector's VIP Club. Costs you $1 or $2 every month, helps to support the creation of these videos every single month, and it does truly make a difference. I want to say thank you to all my current Collector's VIP Club members. You're amazing and very important. And that is why every single one of you I truly appreciate. And if you haven't done so yet, make sure to give this video a like and a thumbs up for me. Hit that subscribe button and the bell notification. As always, I just want to say I truly do hope every one of you truly has a blessed day. And I've always got something new, early, exclusive, and fun coming out very soon.